Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to WFSO Bucks Talk. Um, but what a game! It looked like they almost let them lose it in the fourth quarter, and it just seems like that's kind of like the struggling issues. Like the Bucks, the first three quarters they'll be fine or something like that, but then it just comes to that fourth quarter. It's like they just like try not to do no effort. But I'm not saying because you see their fourth quarter unlike score, it ain't no effort. Like they do have effort, but it's just like I don't know, it's just like when teams turn it up on defense against you, gotta turn it up on offense. So something that they need to learn, and just don't know what's going on with that. And yeah, I'm trying to watch both. With doing this here and watching Emmer's Logic at the same time. Um, so yeah, the thing is that they got it going in like the first three quarters. Just that fourth quarter is just always the tricky, but it's like they did some scoring, like the last few minutes and end up, blowing by them. But Utah did have a lead at one point in the first quarter, but after that, the Bucks had the lead ever since, and yeah, they was really close to losing that lead. I think one part of the fourth quarter, I think they was like up by 11. Then Doc Rivers did call timeout. Then wherever they work something out, then get a little bit of scoring in, and as you see, they beat them by 15, 125, 110. Um, Chris Middleton finally doing something, you know, since that horrible game he had on Saturday. So just glad, he's, I wouldn't say like totally back, but at least, he's doing something. Especially, oh, thank you, Cater Weirdo. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Thank you. Um, but the thing is that they didn't have Bobby Portis for the second straight game. They didn't have him. And, Chris Middleton, stepped up. I don't know how many points that Gary Trent had, but I know he hit a few of them, but I don't know if he like stepped up after that. And especially, we were missing AJ Green too. So, hey Harley. Um, it's just like the problem is like hopefully, by next Thursday we'll figure out like who's going and all that stuff, and who's staying, who's going, or whatever the case may be. We don't know. But I did a video earlier to talk about are they claiming that the Bucks may be interested in Jonas Valanciunas. Get a chance, check out that video, and that probably already like went past or something like that if you're watching the pre-recorded episode. Um, but the thing is that they gotta get their ducks in a row when it comes to the fourth quarter. That's just kind of bad, but they did win some games and things like that. And ooh, okay, okay, well, okay, not too bad with Gary Trent. Oh, no, they went with a 9-man rotation. That's crazy. And yeah, they played their starting five with a lot of minutes, and they shouldn't have. So it was just kind of weird, kind of give them some rest because they got an important game going against Portland tomorrow. Oh, that's cool. um, but yeah, I didn't know they played the Jazz already, and I know they beat them on November 7th, but I didn't notice that until they put it out there, and I'm thinking like, oh, they played the Jazz already? I thought they play them again. So yeah, Bucks winning both series, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But let's get to the quarter status. Let's see, Milwaukee was up 35-26 in the first quarter, and I think that's the highest that the Bucks has scored in the quarter. Um, then both tied in the second quarter, 33-33, and that's the highest that the Jazz has scored. Then we go to the third quarter, and that's the lowest that the Jazz has scored, 21. Then the Bucks had 32. Then you have the fourth quarter, of course, what we was talking about earlier. The lowest that the Bucks had scored was 25, and Jazz 30. So Jazz won that quarter, or then you see the Bucks won the first and the third quarter and tied with the second, and Jazz won the third. Okay, now let's get to some team status. We start with the Bucks first, and I'm glad they finally fixed it. Um, I'm just stunned that they didn't play more of their players. Like you play Chris Middleton a lot of minutes, so okay, so if he can play like okay, hey, that's funny. That's crazy. Um, anyways, yeah, 9 man rotation, and plus like they ain't play Ryan Rollins that much, and I don't get why. Kind of same thing with Pat Connaughton, which I can understand, but I don't know. I just hope it doesn't affect them tomorrow. Like how many minutes like some of the bench play, and maybe hopefully we can get you know maybe AJ Green back, or maybe Bobby will return and stuff like that. So some people thinking like maybe with the Bobby situation that he might get traded. That's a possibility, or it really is a family issue. Well, we don't know. I'll say hi back. Like I was glad with the two championships that Ray Lewis had won with Baltimore, so that was cool. Um, anyways, let's get to these numbers. 52 of 86 with you might as well say that's 61% field goal. 12 of 34. That's okay with 35.3% from three. You got 9 of 17 with 53% from three, and you kind of know why they're on that umbrella. Uh, 5 offensive rebounds, which I'm starting to realize like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Oh, that's cool. Baltimore's your favorite team. Okay, Harley. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Um, comment like, what do you think about Baltimore this year? Do you think they could have got farther than what they did, or they could have might probably made a move or something? Anyways, 5 offensive rebounds. Like I said, I don't even know what to take when it comes to like offensive rebounds anymore. It's like, should it be? Or that it should be better offensive rebounds, or they should be, better, more of defensive rebounds. But total rebounds 46, way better passing with 33 assists. That's good. 6 blocks. No, I'm sorry. 6 steals. I'm sorry about that. 6 steals, 5 blocks, and turnovers okay. Only 12. So not too bad, and it seems like Damian Lillard had the most. Yeah, he did. But if Damian, well, a few of the turnovers, and the same thing for Giannis. Like sometimes it don't be their fault, but they did good. Okay, could have been better. Yeah, I understand that. Um, but yeah, like I said, Bucks turnovers, they really got to work a little bit better on that. Because I know there's some games it's just like, why these many turnovers and all that stuff. It's just insane. But few of the turnovers that that players do at times don't always be their fault. So they pass to somebody and somebody not paying attention. So that's not like totally their fault, but that's just the nature of the game. Now let's go to Utah Jazz with their team status. Okay, you have a good night, Harley. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Um, let's see. 41 of 100. Thank you, and God bless to you too. see, the 41% from the field with 41 out of 100. So yeah, that's crazy. 3 point wise, 18 of 54. They made more and they attempted more of us. So I guess you can see that it you flirting. Of course you are. But anyways, let's say 33.3% from three, and not bad. Free throw shooting 10 or 13. Might as well say that's 77% from the free throw line. Wow, way better offensive rebounds. So that's all it was in the fourth quarter. They was just getting constant offensive rebounds, what they should not be getting. It's just like Bucks got to pay attention when it comes to getting like defensive rebounds and also like offensive rebounds. Like somebody gonna shoot, try to be prepared for the rebound. Yeah, I know you are, but yeah, 15 offensive rebounds. A little bit something that they got to improve. So, anyways, they had a total of 46 rebounds, 28 assists, which is not too bad, 8 steals, only 1 block, and not bad on turnovers either with 10. So, yeah, can't complain about that. Now, let's get to the player status, and I guess you can talk about their big three first. With Giannis Antetokounmpo, I think he had the yeah, him and Dame both tied with the game high in scoring. But first, we'll talk about Giannis. 35 points, only 3 turnovers, 2 steals, not too bad. 7 assists, that's a little bit better with assists. 18 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds, so double double for Giannis. Yeah, that free throw got to be something different. 3 of 10 from the free throw, 0 of 1 from three, and 16 of 23 from the field. I didn't pay attention, but Torian Prince had 8 assists. That's good. Anyways, Brook Lopez 10 points, 3 blocks. So it looks like that he's getting back to himself a little bit, but the rebounds got to be approved a little bit. 1 assist, and okay, that's a little bit better than what he had on Saturday. So 6 rebounds, just need to be a little bit better with that. A perfect 1-1 from the free throw, 1-4 from three, and 4 of 8 from the field. Damian Lillard, like I said, tied with the game high with Giannis with 35 points, 6 turnovers, 1 block, 8 assists, not too bad. 5 rebounds, 3 of 4 from the free throw, 4 of 10 from three, and 14 of 22 from the field. Okay, now I guess there's 2 people we can talk about on the bench. Although Gary Trent Jr. didn't have like a decent night, but did made a few shots when they counted. But let's talk about Chris Middleton. 22 points. 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 of 5 from three, but and 10 of 13 from the field. So, if it's good that he have his mid-range shots going, which like he should be doing, then shoot the threes like when you're open or close to or something like that. But I know there are some Chris Middleton fans going to be like praising him, like, look, he got 22 points off the bench. Ain't he supposed to be doing that? Like I said, we were expecting at least, off the bench, like maybe 15 to 18 points a game if he's on the bench. But this seems like the bench is working more for him than anything. Anyways, Gary Trent Jr. with 8 points, 1 block, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw, 2 of 7 from the three, and 2 of 9 from the field. And let me see who got the biggest plus minus. Okay, Brook Lopez with the biggest plus minus with plus 23. Makes sense. Then you got the bench, and wow. Their bench was something, but too bad, that their big three was like decent. Seems like everybody only scored like 19 points or less. But let's talk about that. Um, Laurie Markkinen with the team high in scoring with 19. Um, one assist, 9 rebounds, so a near double double for him. So one offensive rebound, 1 or 2 from the free throw, 2 of 12 from three, and 8 of 18 from the field. Wow, not a good 3 point shooting night for him. Colin Sexton with 19 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds with 4 offensive rebounds. Wow, 4 of 5 from the free throw, 3 of 5 from three, and 6 of 13 from the field. So that's not too bad. And Isaiah Collar, you have him with 12 points, 3 steals, 8 assists, not too bad. 2 rebounds, 0 of 1 from three, but 6 of 9 from the field. Which good. That's good. Um, yeah, their bench were a little bit better than ours, and plus, they actually played like more guys. I think they did like a 10-man rotation. Um, you have Bryce Sachenball. Sorry if I botched his name. Um, 17 points, 2 assists. 2 steals, and he did lead the bench in points. Anyway, 1 assist, 5 of 8 from three, and 6 of 9 from the field. Um, got Jordan Clarkson. Was hitting some threes in the fourth quarter. Was trying to make a little bit of a comeback. It just looked like at that time that Jordan Clarkson could not miss. Anyways, 13 points, and with the best plus minus on the team with +8. Let's see, 5 assists, 3 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds, 1 of 2 from the free throw, 4 of 8 from three, and but 4 of 12 from the field. So any mid-range shots or anything like that, he was not making them. Then we got Keontae George with 15 points, 1 steal, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw, 3 of 8 from three, and 5 of 13 from the field. So, yeah, like I said, the field goal percentage and stuff like that ain't that good, but I guess what more can you do? And plus, you was like catching up with the Bucks, and work hard in the fourth quarter. And I think they just had more energy than, and the Bucks, being like the oldest team in the league, it's kind of lacking a little bit, with energy. So yeah, and I think it got a little bit better when they bring Giannis back out there in the fourth quarter. So a little bit better. Okay, now recap for the season series against these two teams. Of course, Milwaukee wins the season series 2 games to none. Of course, the first game on November 7th. Jazz 100, Bucks 123. And of course, this game 125, 110. So season series with them is over with, and I don't think they will end up meeting up in the playoffs because I think Utah right now they got the bad for record of 10-34. So probably sometime soon they keep losing. They're not gonna make it to the playoffs unless they get this some surge of scoring a lot and end up being maybe like a big old maybe 20 or 30 game winning streak, or win 30 games out of, I think they're on their 42nd game, I believe, or 43rd. So the next 40 no, I think the next 38 games they gotta be at least win at least 35. So I don't think that's gonna happen. um Anyways, next game tomorrow, the Bucks do have Portland, so get their rematch because the Portland did beat them at home. So maybe they can ruin something for Portland and beat them at home. So hopefully we will get some adjustments in, and I think the players going to end up needing to rest after the fly to Portland. So because most of them didn't rest, and I think that BS call they did on Andre Jackson Jr. Call of the Fragrant 2 which is nothing but a flagrant one. So I really don't get that at all. But then again, it seems like the NBA have been fighting with refs this year. So what more can we do? Okay, we're gonna go with the. Let's talk about the rest of these games. I think like all the games are now over. Um, Lakers beat Charlotte 112 to 107. Cleveland beat Detroit 91 to 110. Houston beat Boston. I'm sorry, y'all, but that second seed is going to be up for grabs. Boston might drop. But we will look at their scoring and stuff, because I know somebody was talking about bad about Drew Holiday, like he wasn't doing good for them tonight, but we'll see the scores in a minute. Um the how much they score and stuff. Sacramento beat Brooklyn 110 to 96. In overtime, Miami beat Orlando 119 to 125. Uh New York, they beat Memphis 106 to 143. And Toronto, oh wow, there's more. Toronto beat New Orleans 113 104. Chicago so shockingly beat Denver 121 to 129. Minnesota beat Atlanta 92 to 100. Dallas beat the Wizards, not surprising, 108 to 130. And oh wow, Phoenix, wow, they cut that close. The Clippers and Suns. Suns won 109 to 111. So let's go back to that. Let's see how the box score was with this Boston game. So okay, second and third quarter and fourth quarter they did, but I guess they really just cut it close. And let's see, Ivan Thompson, oh wow, 33 points. I think that's Dylan Brooks with 36. Arben Shingun with 11. Fred Van Fleet with 7. Which we thought he would do a little bit better than that. So probably not one of his best games. Jalen Green with 12, but 3 of 13, 1 of 6 from 3. Ouch. And the sad thing too, like their bench wasn't doing that good either. Oh, especially they did have Steven Adams only play like 14 minutes. That's crazy. Um, Drew's brother Aaron Holiday played, so that gotta be interesting. Yeah, I can see why they was upset with Drew Holiday. Only 8 points, one block, one steal, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds. 2 of 6 from three and 3 of 9 from the field. So he's back. Yeah, only Jaylen Brown had like 28 points and 4 assists, 4 rebounds, and one block. 10 to 23 from three, but he's 3 of 9 from the field. And Jason Tatum had a bad game too. 19 points, 3 turnovers, 7 assists, 6 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds. Perfect 8 of 8 from the free throw. Not shocking. But 1 of 7 from three and 5 of 14 from the field? Yikes. And you only got Peyton Pritchard with 15 points. Otherwise, the bench, really sucked. So, okay, I thought that was 20 turnovers. It's 14 to compare to Houston's 7. Wow, that's bad. I guess now we can go to the we'll do the look at the stats and stuff tomorrow. We ain't gonna look at it tonight, but we will look at the standings. Um, let's see. Cleveland Cavaliers with the best record in the East. Boston, oh wow, they're like a game behind New York, and New York won their last four. So that's crazy.